Hello and welcome to episode 31 of TemTalk, your weekly podcast dedicated to the creature collection MMO Temtem. I'm Vonlin, and as always joined by Presby, Kennedy, and Gaijinbu. Good evening. Kennedy, you're on top. How are you doing first this evening?
I am doing flippin' fantastic. I guess I'll just keep it short.
Such a long.
You're
supposed to say, I'm doing well, Vonlin. Thanks.
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
How are you, Vonlin?
I'm doing great.
So happy to be here.
Gaijin, how are you doing, sir? This guy already. This guy.
Wait, I want to read you.
Well, let me just tell you, my day is. Let me go over every single facet of my day, please.
I would actually like to know every facet of your day. You're a really interesting person.
I'm gonna stop asking.
That's not a sarcastic comment.
I'm not that interesting.
We have very exciting news that I want to mention right at the top of the show before I forget. And I don't let me to forget mention it at the bottom of the show and the post show, because our Twitch chat always picks up as we go, and I want as many people as possible.
If you're about to do a gender reveal, Vonlin, please don't set the forest on fire.
No.
Is this the announcement that I think it is? About a specific someone?
It is the announcement you think it is. Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Before, no matter what people say about size, this is a huge announcement.
Nice. Wow, you're gonna be brutal when it happens in 2 weeks, aren't you? Who doesn't know what he's got coming? No, we have very exciting news. We have scheduled our first appearance from Crema themselves. QAngel has agreed to come on the show on TemTalk and answer your questions live. So we need your help sending in questions to temtalkshow@gmail.com so we can prepare a document in advance. And we're going to do a live show. We're going to do it on the weekend. It's not going to be at our normal time. So if you want to catch it live and you don't normally listen on live, you might be able to catch this one. Otherwise, it'll be on YouTube and in the podcast apps and all that. But the live recording of it is going to be Saturday the 26th. That's this September 26th, this month at 11 a.m. Central. Gaijin, that's 12 p.m. your time, Eastern. Kennedy?
Yes.
9 a.m. Pacific. And 10 a.m. Mountain Time, and the rest of the world you guys are going to have to convert for me. I think it's GMT. No, sorry, that's Madrid time is GMT +2. It's 6 p.m. in Madrid. We're going to do it. It's a Saturday evening for QAngel. So very excited about that. Cannot wait. Literally so exciting. It took 31 episodes. By the way, 31. TemTalk has aged up.
You can literally measure our excitement in centimeters.
Yeah. So, by the way, TemTalk is 31 episodes old. It caught up to me in age. It's now a year. It's now a year older than me, or at least episode count.
Still younger than me.
For another week or two.
Just about
one
a week
more
or
week,
two.
and then we'll be the same age.
Yeah. So for real though, come tune in live. I asked QAngel if he wanted to do it offline in case he said something that should be edited out and we couldn't go out, and he said no, he wants to do it live because he wants people to be able to ask questions in Twitch. So if you can show up, it's in 2 weeks. Show up, ask your questions live. But if you really want your question to get answered, then submit it ahead of time to temtalkshow@gmail.com, and we'll send a list of questions over to him in advance.
Just to make sure, did we say what his title was and who he is at Crema, or are we just expecting all of our audience to know?
No, you go right ahead.
Yeah, QAngel is in charge of the quality assurance team, I believe, at Crema, and they are the team that works on so many different aspects of this game that aren't necessarily their department. Whenever there's a bug or something that comes up in Temtem, it's not, the team that coded it isn't the team that actually fixes the bug. It's the quality assurance team that goes through and just responds to so many aspects of this game. So they are the lifeblood of the game.
One of the first things we can have him explain is exactly what him and his team do, because he's teased us in some YouTube comments here and there about a perception of what
Q&A Angel fixes everything.
It's just QAngel.
QAngel.
I've been practicing, by the way.
If there's a problem, just at him on Discord or Twitter, and even in the middle of the night, and he'll just get up and make your life better.
Question 1 will be, what do you actually do?
I'm kidding.
Question 2, do you pronounce it QAngel or QAngel? These are the hard-hitting questions that you get on TemTalk. But enough of that. Let's jump into this week's news, shall we, gentlemen?
Yeah, let's do it.
Uh-oh. I usually like am prepared to pull up the first news item before I do that, and I'm not yet, so bear with me here. Okay, here we go. Psypark. Before, well, I guess I'm jumping around. We should talk about how the timing changed before we even talk about this week's Psypark. PSA, due to all the issues we've had as of lately with early resets at the Psypark, we've decided to go back to its old reset time of 12 p.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. UTC for a while. We'll resume our investigation after the next patch. Keep this in mind if you're still free time. Interesting, I always read these, and then I fully read these live. I thought this was a permanent change. I'm sad that they're only temporarily reverting this. I thought they were just giving up and going back to this time permanently.
I mean, I don't think they should give up, but I think they should get it sorted before.
Well, not give up. I just like
settling.
I like this reset time better because I can be awake. I can be online during it.
I prefer the other one because then people don't have to stay up until like 12, 1 o'clock or whatever, and just to see what it is, and then all of a sudden be too excited to not go to sleep. And
no, I mean that's a good point. I did enjoy not staying up for it, but I also enjoyed being online and streaming Sunday nights, like for the live reset and seeing what it is on Luma weeks. But that's fair. I can actually get sleep on Sunday nights if they switch it back.
Exactly.
But I'm excited in the meantime to enjoy it at least temporarily at this new time slot. So it's funny, yeah. The Psypark gets, it's funny. It's funny because Kennedy complains so much about Psypark. We talk about Psypark so much. Even Crema loses to Psypark. Even Crema can't control the reset time of Psypark and gets bested by it. Psypark beats everyone that goes against it.
You cannot control Psypark. Psypark controls you.
I mean, basically.
This week's Psypark, though, let's take a look at it here. It's we just came off the first Luma Kisawa Tem week. More news on that later. We'll get to that later in the show. I'm sure Guysen's burning to tease me about it. We'll just hold on. We'll get there. Let's not talk about it yet. This week's
Let's not talk about it.
Yeah. This week's Psypark is Orphil and Swally. Increased SVs, the minimum 29. Egg techniques 15%. Kennedy, is this the first time, Gaijin? First time? 15% egg moves?
To my knowledge, I believe
it's always been 10%, right?
I think there's been higher at one point. I feel like I've seen 20%, but maybe I'm just remembering it wrong.
I think I maybe did once, but normally it's 10%. So seeing it at 15% is pretty cool. Yeah. And Swally, from what people tell me,
Swally's super competitive right now.
in the meta. So you can get a Swally with an egg move in Psypark this week. For 2,200 Pansons, you get 24 cards.
Yeah, that's wild.
I was kind of curious, what's the cost of a normal Tem card per card?
15 Panson.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. This is nowhere cost effective by comparison. I was just wondering with so many side cards. But no.
Stat wise though, if you're looking for egg moves and stats, it's super effective, efficient.
Really efficient, yeah. If you want to breed or get egg moves, yeah, for sure. Well,
in July, Psypat was at 15% egg moves in Psypark.
Well, that was a while ago, though. That's 3-4 months ago.
Yeah, so like I'm just scrolling through. Okay, Hadati, June 29th to July 5th, and Kaku, it was 20%. That was the 20% week, because I was like right there with you guys. Like I feel like we've seen a 20%.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently Zephyroth had 20% on its Luma week. That's crazy.
Did it? I don't remember that.
Well, not its recent Luma week. Oh no, this was an SV week. Zephyroth, had a 20% June 18th. Yeah. So apparently, they do 20%. Do.
I was just gonna say that.
Guys,
be mature.
You guys gotta tighten up. Be professional. We're about to have a Crema dev on. Okay, in 2 weeks. This needs to.
I mean, I've seen how professional their whiteboards are. I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, I will not say doo-doo. Poo. The professional way.
The free time rewards, crystals, super sense, some fruits, weakener fruits, and 2 Telemore hacks. 2 Telemore hack speed, probably the most sought after Telemore hack. You get 2 of them for only 400 releases, so it's a good free time week.
Lumas are just cursed, man. I feel like speed and stamina are
always
low. This could just be completely wrong with no statistical data to back it up, but I just feel like speed and stamina are always the lowest 2 stats you get. Randomly one of those are just dookie.
There's a statistical word for that, but I think it's based on user bias that we always remember and complain about and share the 1 SV, 2 SV cursed Lumas. But you're right, I always see people posting screenshots of Lumas with like 1 SV or 2 SV speed. So I do agree, but I don't think it can't actually work that way. But we remember those ones more. Guys, don't you have a terrible speed curse, Luma? I think I do too.
mean, everybody has terrible speed curse Lumas.
I have a speed curse.
Definitely hands down one of the number one stats that is just
look at this.
awful.
I got
On most, I couldn't tell you right now because I have given away pretty much all of my Lumas at this point. So I have basically Tatru right now. So I don't know. But
Q&A
yeah, definitely
will fix it next week.
My mix, yeah, we'll report this as a bug live on the show. My mix right now, my Luma mix has 3 speed. Not a single one of my Lumas has a stat
They're
below
just
20.
Trying to get everybody to use Nagai's.
Everyone else
That's
has
all.
Everyone else has every stat above 20 except for Mix with his speed at 3 out of my 6 Lumas that I have on my main right now.
Oh, look at you, big man! 6 Lumas.
Yeah, it's a little bit of this humble flex over here.
Cool kids only have 3 Lumas.
No, the cool kids just give all their Lumas away.
All their Lumas. That's right.
All right, what do we got? What else is in the news?
Man.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you...
Grace says my Luma Osukai had 1 speed, and my Luma Schween has 2.
Moving on up. Maybe the next one will have 4. Grace just keeps
3. Let's not get crazy.
For this next thing, I was going to play. So the Temtem Up soundtrack got released this week. Their official 2
Oh my gosh, I'm
official song, but there's
so
the
excited
song.
for this.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna play this for stream and for the episode. It's not gonna come through Discord to you two. So if you want to listen along, you guys should both pull up the
I've
link
listened
yourself.
to it on repeat.
This
but
is
I'll go pull it
this
up
is
on-
not copyrighted. Like we're allowed to play this without getting in trouble, right?
I don't know. If Crema wants to come over,
Copyright
make
restricted.
make it a podcast about their game, playing their music.
I mean, they might copyright strike us for playing Temtem on the TemTalk podcast.
Did you see the karaoke contest?
Yeah, that's the next news item. You're getting ahead of yourself. One thing at a time. So I'm gonna play the song.
Okay.
I'm gonna play a
the
song.
song.
I need you guys will need to be quiet for 2 minutes, just so the
play it.
listeners can
Play
hear it. Okay, so I'll tell you when I start it, when I stop it, and if you want to listen on your end, you can. But I'm gonna start it. You guys ready? So
Wait, hold on. Let me pull it up. Where are you playing
that's
it?
what I was trying to say. Is pull it up so you can listen along. Now I'm pulling up the the version with lyrics. So if you want to sing along, feel free.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking for it.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that to stream though. I'm a terrible singer.
I wanna be the very best.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
Now they're
Don't
gonna
do
claim us. Nintendo definitely will.
Okay, let's see. You can get the audio here. No, okay.
Kaijin, do you have a story to tell while you're away from him? I was.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Upon a time.
Tell me when you start it.
Okay, I'm gonna start. So be quiet for 2 minutes on stream, and I'll tell you guys when it's done. Okay. Here we go.
I'm trying not to sing with it.
All right, there we go. It's hard not to sing along actually when the lyrics are right there on the screen with you.
I know, and I listened to it like 4 times on repeat today because I'm definitely entering that karaoke contest.
Are you?
I am. I love karaoke. I'm garbage at it, but like that's
Well, we could play it. We could play it one more time again and do a TemTalk sing along. I like how it's the official sing along.
It's so hard because it's like I don't know where it's at on stream. You know, like I was going to sing along, but I think I was a few seconds off, so I stopped myself.
You know what's interesting? A couple things about this. One, I didn't really watch the video very closely until just then. I've just been listening to it. I actually really like the video. There's some cool footage in it. I don't know. Is this...
I didn't know there was a video. I listened on SoundCloud.
Oh yeah. No, you should look at the YouTube link from the Google Doc.
Yeah,
I was gonna ask you guys: is any of this new footage, or is this all from the intro trailer? Some of this is new. Oh yeah, because I see General X right there, so some of it's got to be new.
Well, they probably like some stuff they don't want to spoil too.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is I like there's a lyric. This is me going Illuminati. Put on the triangle. The aluminum fan. There's a line. Oh, the courage to face those who could steal our fates. And it shows. I think that's the doctor. I have it on screen right now. Wait, no, I don't have it on stream. I'm sorry. Here it's on stream. That's the doctor that's testing the antiheres, right?
Let's see. Hold on. Let me pull up stream.
I think that's the doctor that's testing.
Oh yeah.
And then it switches to it pans to a General X shot, but it says the courage to steal our fate. So, do we think this is some direction of where the story is going? Are Belsoto going to steal our fate somehow? Obviously, I mean, obviously.
No, that's their objective. Like, that's what I mean. They're bad guys. That's what they do. Like,
but I
don't think they're specifically saying anything in like specific.
I like anyone that's watching the stream, the YouTube video really closely can look at all my recommended videos from the Temtem account. It's a bunch of it's Warhammer videos, ASMR videos, and lo-fi hip hops and Temtem videos. My YouTube feed. Yeah. So real quick, this is something cool too. I won't. You guys don't have to be quiet, but did you see there's a behind the scenes video too?
I did.
Yeah,
that was from February, right?
Oh, I didn't even realize that. I guess I just saw this now. So they've been working on this for a while. I thought this video was new. You're right.
Yeah. Where you been, man?
I didn't know about this. Well, it's interesting. You can see the lady singing, and it's a full actual orchestra that recorded the music. You know, it's not digital instruments. So.
Really?
Do we? I'm trying to figure out if we know who any of these people in the video are. Like if Damien makes an appearance.
Or if any other people the SoundCloud link, they actually credit everybody in there.
Oh, really?
So hold on, let me.
I mean, do they credit all the musicians? The people like right here, this shot right here. This looks like it could be Crema staff. This is maybe another QAngel question. Are any of this? Is any of this Crema?
You don't have it up on stream for me. I don't see it.
Sorry, yeah. I'm showing off this whole video and just not sharing it. Whoops. There we go.
You should describe the scene too for the people who listen.
Yeah, it was just three. It's 3 younger looking guys looking like they're working in an office or something. So I'm just curious if that's people from Crema or not.
Yeah. So the people credited with this: Liz Ann Hill for the vocals, the mix and mastering, Pa Paredes from a Studio Flux, the band recordings, guitars and bass from a person named Guillermo Sanz.
All the musicians.
And there's just 2 more. Drums by Ben Weirjo, and the orchestra is FAMES Orchestra, Fames Orchestra. But it's like, I don't know. Yeah.
Who's this guy right here on the stream? He's in the video.
I'm gonna just take a wild guess and say that's Damien.
I'm just gonna say that's Damien, and that's Ya. That's Ya right there. It's a confirmed Illuminati. That's Ya right there.
Would you stop saying Illuminati? And that's not Ya. We've seen pictures of Ya.
Have we?
Have we
really?
Yes.
Guys, you know, all boomers believe in the Illuminati.
I mean, but the Illuminati has nothing to do with Temtem, like conspiracy theories.
It's just you just say it for any conspiracy. You just say Illuminati confirmed.
No, not every 12 minutes. Or every episode.
Every 6 minutes. There we go.
All right. What do we? You guys anything else more on the music? Oh yeah, the karaoke thing. The karaoke.
Yeah,
thing.
let's talk. Well, I'm holding back because like I want to talk about the karaoke.
Yeah,
stuff.
I got the tweet pulled up here. Hold on. Yeah, sorry.
Now
They
we're
said,
talking the
they said-
Lumadrakash. Thanks, Jerome.
Okay, will that if I say Lumadrakash, will that make you happier if I say it every time I talk about a conspiracy?
But you have to say it all sensual.
Okay, all right, that's a deal. Anytime I want to go down my rabbit hole of conspiracies, like I'll do it. There was a tweet right after
See,
this.
that's Damian Sanchez. Look right there. The guy that you said was Ya, Damian Sanchez. Look at his profile
that's
picture
him
on
right
the
there.
right
Okay,
side
you're right.
there.
So the other guy's Ya then. Confirmed. The other guy's
No,
La.
it's not. We've seen Ya.
Send me a
Ya has
picture.
a way bigger beard.
Seriously, send me a picture in Discord. I want to pull it up. I'm just curious what Ya looks like.
Oh God.
Yeah, let's like look at it in Discord, but let's talk about Temtem right now.
Yeah. So the tweet said, "Can you sing? Do you want a really cool vinyl and Pig-a-Pig plushie? If the answer is yes, please hop aboard our first ever karaoke contest. Damian Sanchez is the judge, and you've got until October 4th. Plenty of time. Full instructions here. And I'll pull it up. What'd you say, Gajim?
I said October 4th.
Yeah, that's you got
Maybe
like 3 weeks.
maybe I'll get in on this business.
I'm telling you, we could do a whole temp. You guys can do individuals, but we should do a group TemTalk edition version too. I think we should submit one.
Yeah, only one person wins the prize, and that Pig-a-Pig's mine.
There's 3 prizes, so we could split them.
That's not fair because Willow has a lot of sharp items and she can make us give them to you.
Well, I got a question on the prizes. I got the karaoke page pulled up with the rules. And it says that there's going to be you're going to get a vinyl of the album, the plushie. And then it says plus Temtem's digital and in all caps OST. Do you guys know what that is?
Oh, original soundtrack.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking that there was some like collector's edition digital Tem they were going to give out or some in-game reward. Okay, because they said that the OST prizes are still in the making, so they'll be sent out once they're ready. I thought it was maybe an in-game reward of a digital Tem. Okay, thank you. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah. Well, imagine if you won a Tem from this contest, like an exclusive. Like, we'd see Tsubaki practicing every day.
Well, I would think it could be like maybe they would just release it like a week or two early before other people could get it early. I don't know what I was thinking. I just didn't know what it was. A few quick bullet points from this. You got till October 4th. You got to use their little form here. You just need your email and your entry. Entry can be uploaded to any streaming platform, audio or video. Oh, we're making a video version, boys. It can be set to hidden or unlisted. The important thing is that we can access it. And you must be the person singing. This is a karaoke contest. It does say we recommend taking part as solos because we can't split prizes, but you can take part as a group if you want to. It's confirmed. We can do it. So
the Illuminati confirmed it.
It'd be really cool if we could do like a chorus track in the background because it'd be like awesome to have like the Temporium staff all joining in.
I'm not.
But
But
I sent you the picture, by the way.
Okay. Okay.
It wasn't really like, I guess the song wasn't really made for like a chorus, but yeah, I'm super excited for this. So for anybody like listening, I've started live streaming daily now. And I just cannot wait to karaoke the song on live stream. I won't ruin, Temporium or TemTalk with it. But yeah, I might try singing this like daily until I get it good.
I pulled the Ya picture.
sorry.
You're right. He does have a hell of a beard. Look at that. Damn,
Yeah.
Ya.
Yeah.
Looking good. Okay. So Ya's not in the video. But Damien
No.
is.
Yes.
So we still don't know who the other
somebody
guy
else
is.
might be in there, but
Right.
we don't know exactly who that. I mean, you could go to their About Us and view their staff page, but it's just a bunch of baby pictures.
Is it
You
really?
damn babies.
Hold on.
Yeah, if you go to crema.gg/about us, I think it's just a bunch of baby pictures. And
we
then
got a light show, so we got time for these rabbit holes. Hold on, Crema.
about.
Let's do the
crema.gg/about.
show. Vonlin, please, let's get through some of the news.
We're
There's so
almost,
much
what are you
to talk
talking about? This is the last piece of news.
Oh yeah, it's the last piece of news because
Yes.
I'm still holding back on stuff. Okay, I'm trying not to like go.
You're holding back.
So,
Let it.
I'm
real
trying
quick-
not to like go
Let
super
it
long in
loose.
commentary.
Real quick,
Super Saiyan.
I got their about us page pulled up, and yeah, it's A bunch of them listed. I won't butcher their
Hey, look,
Spanish
there's
names.
QAngel, QAngel, because his name's Angel.
Is his first name's actually Angel? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
It's important to do your research before
it
he's on the
might
show.
be pronounced differently. I'm not 100%
Sure.
sure though. Oh man, Alberto's got a gun.
Yeah, he's slinging it. Dude, look at Oscar with his hat. This is really good for the audio only listeners. I'm sorry, you guys. We're looking at pictures of Crema as babies.
You can view these images at crema.gg//about.
Or go check out the YouTube video this later. They were cute. They were a cute little set of babies. I didn't see. Wait.
These kids are way better at coding than I will ever be.
Is it Suki in here? I'm just showing people for that.
It's
yeah,
just
right there.
Suki. It's just Suki.
Just
like my name is not actually. It's Gaijin Boo. It's Gaijin Boo, but I had to put it because the other one was taken. It's just it's
fair.
Suki.
I'm just trained to read it that way. But here, this must be her right here, Lucia. All right.
That is probably
for once in the world. Kennedy is like watching the clock. For once, he wants to do the show promptly and stay on schedule. Never before has this happened where Von Lynn's taking his time and Kennedy wants to keep it moving. We'll keep it moving, I guess. I'm sorry. We did have one more news item. They did a housing tweet spoiler leak. Teaser? Teaser is the word I was looking for there. They did a just moved in rate my setup. Like it was like a PC master race rate my setup. But it's obviously like a housing screenshot. So, housing coming probably tomorrow. Luminati confirmed. Housing's coming right away. No, I think it's coming that soon. But I think housing is coming soon. It's been consistently every week they tease stuff about housing. So
yeah, as far as this goes, I'm pretty sure Suki said on Discord either today or yesterday, like the next patch is soon. So
soon. How soon?
Yeah, I mean, Crema Soon is always Crema Soon's always like a month and a half.
So. Please tell us.
Yeah.
Do you?
But soon could be, who knows, next week, the week after next.
Are you guys feeling like gambling? Do we want to play pants on this or just speculate without pants on? Do you have what's the updated speculation on when we think? Do you think before end of the month?
Let's speculate without pants on. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna take.
Now that I'm the only one of us with money, you guys don't want to bet?
Hey, I got money still.
Debatable.
I got that Kiss of a Storyline money.
Oh, what, 40K?
No, I got like 100,000 somehow. I got a lot of money. I don't know how I got it all.
From running away from Lumas, probably.
Okay, all right. What do you think, Kenny? When do you think it's gonna come out?
2 weeks.
Okay.
Tuesday. Not this week.
2 weeks,
but
so
next
the 29th. I think that's a very good guess. I think.
Yeah, it's not going to come out during a Luma week.
Yeah, I think the 29th makes sense. Gaijin, do you have any different speculation?
I mean, I would say 2 to 3 weeks, probably sooner rather than later, honestly. But it's probably 2 weeks because it's not coming out on a Luma week. There's no way.
I think you guys are right. I don't know about that, but I do think it's not going to come out next week. I'm just looking quick.
You don't know about it not coming out on a Luma week?
Yeah, you really think that they respect Luma weeks that much that they will never drop content during a Luma Sci Park?
I mean, they reduced the amount of free time releases because people complained it was too much. So now people have to decide between going and buying houses and getting money for buying houses and items and stuff, or Luma hunting.
Yeah, no, I mean,
well, I don't know. Last week was a 425 week, wasn't it? And then this week's like a 400 week.
Yeah, but they still have like 500 weeks. Just real
600.
Interesting. Yeah. I'm just pulling up. I mean, this isn't news breaking, but I'm looking at their roadmap. They're gonna fall behind because they have a full on the roadmap. I mean, this is not surprising, and I'm by all means totally against holding their feet to the fire about this timeline and complaining about it, but just reviewing it as we look at timelines. Because on the original short-term roadmap, fall 2020 had Punka and 25 new Tems and all that come out in fall, but we're already like halfway through September. There's only,
we're still we I mean, first of all, hold on, because is it fall?
Well, here's what here's my statement. They still have to do 2 more updates for this Kislewa patch.
And it says it comes out in fall, which means it can come out before winter.
Yeah, but they have winter updates on here too. Where's the thing? They have stuff planned for this winter.
Like we could get all the way down to like
autumn. Autumn is technically September 22nd until Monday, December 21st. So they have until Monday, December 21st if they want to stick to a roadmap. And mind you, this is a rough look.
Yeah.
This is an approximation because, things have changed. It's lots of games are being delayed because of COVID. Like, you've got these companies that they all had to remove to remote work. Everything slowed down. They weren't able to hire people. They weren't able to do what they needed to do to keep up to speed. So yeah, I mean, it should be fully expected that this is not going to stay true to what they currently have here. I have absolutely no doubt that they're not going to meet all of these here, but this is also just, they didn't want to release a roadmap in the first place. And personally, I hate it when people release or request roadmaps because then they hold the company. You guys said that this is when you guys are gonna release it. Like, you can't predict the future.
Yeah.
Things change.
No,
development isn't easy. Development isn't like, it's full of problems. Like,
I guess what surprised me more is this year's gone by fast since we've been doing this. Like, I've been following this for a while. I didn't realize that in theory.
I feel like it's been dragging. Every single episode with you is agony.
I mean, the relation of how, like, I was thinking, like, oh, we won't have full Temtem for, like, it's like a year away or more. But by the roadmap, by the end of the winter, we're supposed to have the last island already. So we're talking, like, potentially, I think they're behind. I don't think they're going to hit this, but potentially, like, within 5 months, 6 months, we could have the last 2 islands. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I think they're going to fall more and more behind, which I agree with everything you're saying. Is okay and to be expected.
It's possible that things could go really smoothly from here on out. But, I mean, I feel like player housing is probably one of the most difficult things that they probably had to get through.
Right.
The
chat feature took them a while.
And it's not like they're focusing on one thing at a time. It's not like everybody is just doing player housing right this minute. So everything else is still being developed and worked on. But, right now, that's just what's coming.
See, I haven't paid attention. I'm kind of getting excited looking at this stuff again. We have in-game tournaments maybe coming in fall as well. The quest diary, achievements possibly coming in the next couple of months. There's a lot to look forward to just around the horizon. I was for some reason in my head, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I was thinking all this stuff is way more farther away, but it's really not that far away potentially.
Yeah, the development cycle is 2021. 2021 is the aim for the release.
Right.
So
right. In spring 2021 is the full release. So that's,
I'm thinking we're going to be looking at summer, maybe early fall.
I agree. I mean, I prefaced opening up this entire timeline by saying it's going to get pushed back, but we're still.
Yeah, I would totally be surprised if they didn't come out and just announce that they are expecting a later release than initially promised.
Okay, I kept lying to Kennedy. I do have one more bit of this. Isn't really news. While I was looking for news, I found this, so I just put it here. When Temtem Up got posted, someone said you should make an anime, and then they said you should make an intro trailer, and Suki replied just saying that they did have an actual intro trailer, and it's been hired by Sunshine Animation, blah blah blah. All I really wanted I want to put on the imagination hats, Gaijin. I know it's be a little bit of a struggle for, but I think you'll have a good opinion on this still.
That's optimistic.
Do we? No, I think so. Don't make me put up the angry image. I'll do it. They said that there should be a Temtem anime. What do you guys think? Would you guys like to see a Temtem anime? Not what do you think you'll see one, just would you like to see one?
I liked and retweeted that tweet. Like, Temtem themselves posted that in a tweet months ago. They added Netflix and they were like, Temtem
really?
anime when? Yeah, they're like, how many retweets do we need to get an anime or something like that?
I can definitely get behind that. I will only watch it if the protagonist is as garbage as Ash. Like, please give us 16 years of losing literally every single league and competition.
Hey,
I'm kidding.
He came through.
Yeah, he finally won one. He won one.
Yeah, 20 years later. Oh man, poor fella.
All right, that's all the actual news. It's time for the old weekly mix. Everyone's favorite ghost scream, death shrill.
All right, let's do this.
Kennedy, what do you got? Because you just threw this in real quick before, so I haven't had a chance to
Yeah,
look through this. Walk us through it.
Just two simple ones today. Again, I will say the devs are back super active on Discord after all of their holidays and I guess vacations are over. So definitely, like, if you want to talk to the devs and you want to just hang out and talk about Temtem, Yaw, Suki, Q&A, or QAngel have like posted a whole bunch. Out of things that I felt were newsworthy, the two I pulled out, Yaw posted a spoiler / hype image of if not his character, but a character running into the lift that goes up to the mountaintop near the Kiswa Mountain. So it was the Kilimeo. I forget the name of the mountain range in Kiswa.
And I got the picture pulled up on stream, just FYI. So it's like a picture of a how would you describe, like it's almost like a gondola or ski lift, but it's like a whole building.
Yeah. And it looks like it's on a railing and going up the mountainside, and so
Yowler and Wolf Temtem confirmed soon.
Ideally,
not actually confirmed, but ideally confirmed.
That'd be fantastic.
I hope so.
They actually took Yowler's stats off of the wiki a few weeks ago, which was really, really cool because Yowler's stats were kind of like really broken and crazy. So I would definitely love to see some readjustment on those. As far as like the lift is concerned, just kind of makes me happy that this content's coming along to the point where they're comfortable showing off a couple like early hype things about it. Did you guys want to say anything on that before I jump to the next one?
Do the next one. Do the next one.
No,
okay.
No.
The next one that was newsworthy was QAngel talking in the I think this was the competitive chat that this happened. Apparently somebody said there was a Moflink bug and he asked for more information on it. He had another tweet saying apparently you guys were right about the Moflink bug, which caused me to go back and like look for like more context. And I found the person who linked it, and it said, I played Moflink in first pick, and I used Goring, then swapped out in the mid-game. I swapped in Moflink in a slot of 2 Vine, and that Hurry Wart didn't activate. Well, active, but activate. Goring had 1 hold yet. I used Rampage, then swapped out when my 2 Vine died. I placed Moflink and Hurry Wart didn't activate again because Rampage was still with 1 hold. The basic conversation was Hurry Wart. People were wondering if Hurry Wart is supposed to trigger multiple times on each swap in, or if it's only supposed to trigger once a whole entire match, like Autonomy is supposed to. And even with that, there have been moments when Tims have been dying and Hurry Wart hasn't been triggering. Yeah, and so QAngel is looking into that, and ideally we'll have a fix for it in the future. But Moflink was bugged before with On Notice doing the same thing, swapping in on death, and the trait for On Notice I think the trait for On Notice was triggering when it wasn't supposed to be, because it would trigger on swap in on death when it couldn't be targeted, but Hurry Wart doesn't. And I'm wondering if maybe like that's from the weird way the coding is that whatever scans for Hurry Wart happens at the start of the turn.
For QAngel in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll have them next week.
Yeah.
And it doesn't scan at the end of the turn.
Well, that's all we got for the weekly mix. Normally we go straight to listener questions, but listener questions are going to be our main topic today because we got several of them. So I'm going to jump around on you guys, and we'll come back to them at the end of the show in our main topic area. We'll quickly run through these other segments to leave a nice bit of time. So let's move on to highlights from the community. And so I just pulled up a few pieces of art this week. We were talking about designing our own Tems and whatnot. Royal Kate posted this to Reddit. She's a Twitch user, but her Reddit username is RoyalKG3. It's her idea for a new Tem. Real cool looking. Wait, we didn't talk about this on the show last week, did we? I don't
No,
think
we didn't
did.
talk
Okay.
about that last week. I think she just made it this week because I remember she was sharing it in my Discord and my stream, I think, if I remember correctly. It looks so sick. And she did confirm mental type.
Yeah, for sure, mental type. Nah, it's really, really cool, Temp. For those listening to us, it's kind of like, think of a cat with wings, and it's all purple and very hypnosis mental looking. Very cool, very cool. This next piece of art is a sleeping Luma Volarin posted by Lizzie Is Me. Lizzie Is Me. We've done some of her art before in the past. She's posted a few things online, but I thought this was pretty cool. I like seeing the Volarin like all snuggled into the ground and looking like we normally wouldn't see it in game, which is in a sleeping position. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I wish they would like add like a sleeping animation. I know, more animation, more work, blah blah. But it would be really cool for like people that are just AFK for like because they added a character idle animation. So it'd be cool if they added a Temtem idle animation.
And I know there's AFK, have the Tem go
a
to sleep.
bunch of just different there's a bunch of Tems. I get that. So it'd be a lot of work, but I think it'd be really, really cool.
That'd be cool. I'd like that. If you go AFK, your little Temtem takes a nap behind you till you get back.
Well, not behind you, just wherever it may be.
But yeah, yes. Right. The one following you.
That's be so much animation work for them, though. But
I know.
Free time,
I know. But this is hoping like later on down the game, like yeah.
So, the last one I pulled out was Marsh BLM tweeted this, and it's Mega Charizard versus Lumadrakash. Very fitting for the Luma week we just had.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I feel like I like it too. If it was Temtem, like Drakash, I feel wins that matchup. If it was
Charizard versus Drakash.
Yeah, if it was Pokemon, I feel like Charizard wins that matchup.
That's not a fun way to answer. The world's crossed over. If the world's crossed over, who would win?
If the world's crossed over,
and
who would
win? Fighting each other.
I mean, obviously, it would be. I would have to say, just based off typing alone, would be Drakash.
Isn't
Okay. No, wait. Is this one? I can't remember. Is this one dragon or flying?
Yeah, actually, this one's dragon fire, and the Y version is flying fire.
That's right. Because if it was flying, I would say it's probably not going to be Drakash then. No, yeah, it's definitely not going to be Drakash just based on typing alone.
That's a good way to answer the question. I like that. All right, let's keep moving it along here. What do we got next? I'm not asking rhetorically. I'm scrolling down the document here. Oh, what have we been up to this week?
Wait for the community events and tournaments. I told you I was going to be doing this live.
We're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
Jesus, this is your first time doing TemTalk? There's an order to these things.
You did highlight from the community. And you announced it, and you'll see this in the post video as community and events. That's what you said. So I thought we were combining all of it. But yeah, let's do what we've been up to.
Well, so we'll go. Big elephant in the room. What have we been doing this week? I found a Luma goatee, and I ran away from it.
Bum. Wait, and to quote Vonlin from like 4 months ago, how do you possibly run away from a Luma? Like, how could you not be paying that much attention? It's really not that hard. Like, you're looking at the screen. Why would you possibly run away?
There's no evidence that I said that. There's no video, audio evidence that I've ever said that, because I think it's a very easy thing for anyone to do, and I think everyone should be understanding and forgiving in this moment.
Oh, should we? Should we be?
I think that is what we should all do.
Let's pretend you did catch the goatee. What would you have named it? Like, what would you be showing off?
I don't like renaming Tems. Actually, I've decided that I don't like it. I nicknamed my Luma Mix, and I wish I wouldn't have.
So I feel like I guess the Free Tem Society really thanks you for your contribution.
RG Sosceles, yeah, but is it an easy thing to do twice?
Okay. Yes, it is the second one.
As someone who has also run away from 2 Lumas, yes.
I'm worried because
Yes, it
did you
is.
run away from 2, or you killed 1 and ran away from 1?
I've run away from 2. I've killed 2.
See, this is what I'm worried about. I'm worried that I accidentally ran from 1 that I saw. I misclicked the Zephy, and now I ran away from 1 that I didn't see, not accidental. I just didn't see it before I hit the run button. So now I'm due to find a Luma and accidentally kill it and or not have Temp cards. So I'm gonna get the triple threat Luma bad luck.
Both. You're going to run out of Temp cards and have to kill it.
Oh god.
Well, side cards, not Temp cards, because if you're not running around with 99 cards,
Temp card plus.
or it breaks out of 99 Temp cards and 99 Temp card plus cards, there's a problem.
I saw a Reddit post
and
where
your
someone
4
said
Temp
that.
card pluses.
Someone on Reddit was free temming and found a Luma Macedon, or not Macedon, the first version.
Mastio.
Yeah.
Magni.
I saw that post too.
And everyone was like, "This is why you carry 99 Temp card plus." So, public service announcement from us at TemTalk: have 99 Temp card pluses at all times in case you find a Luma. That way, if you're free temming and you use your last Temp card and then step in a grass and get a Luma, you can still catch the Luma. I shouldn't talk though.
And never fill up your Tem box. So always leave at least 4 spots. So if you're free temming, leave 4 spots. This tip brought to you by Graceful Klutz. Leave 4 spots open, because this way, if running to or from any place, if you're going back to the box or you're going to the breeding center, you have space. Because if you encounter a Luma and your boxes are full, no Luma for you.
That's a good tip. That'd be heartbreaking. Now you're making me really. There's another way I could mess up getting a Luma. Thanks for that.
But yes, always 99 Temp card plus, always 99 cards, just regular Temp cards, and never fill your boxes all the way.
So that was my week, and so I ran from it after 1,700 encounters. So I got fairly lucky getting it. I got so mad. I streamed and played Temtem and hunted. I did over 5,000 more encounters after that and never saw another Luma Goatee. I was hunting until Sunday night, right at the reset. The odds are every 2,000.
Yeah, you were.
1 in 2,666 should be a Luma Goatee. I saw 7,000 Goatees and only saw 1. The one I ran from, and I couldn't find another one. So it was brutal. It was brutal. So that was my week. I'll pass over to you guys shortly. Real quick, what I wanted to say before, though, is just, for the first time ever, I'm actually going to Luma hunt in Cy Park on a non-Luma week. Guys, I know it's something that you've done before, but you guys have known on the show, I really want a Luma Nidrasil, and you can only get them to spawn at 75% rate in the wild. So having a 100% chance to spawn and get Orphils, I'm going to chase that, and I'm going to hopefully get a Luma Nidrasil, and that'll make me feel a lot better about Goatees. So that's going to be my weekend ahead of me. So
it happens. I've seen people get ridiculously lucky on a non-Luma week.
I could get an egg move.
Who was it?
I could get good SVs. You know?
Oh God, Kinky Slinky got, what was it, 2 Luma Gialis during the Gialis week.
Wow, that's a really good week. So yeah, that's me. Guys, what about you? How was your week in Temtem?
I mean, it was pretty good. I just did free Tem basically for other people, making them pansuns, and Luma hunted on my.
Is that you're catching Tems and selling them to other people to release?
Yeah. So instead of them taking their time to go do free Tem, I catch them for more than they sell them for. So they pay me 250 pansuns, and I give them the Picos and the Acronoxes. They release them for 100, 1,500, whatever.
Yeah.
And you know,
get the Telmor hacks.
I make a tidy profit. I mean, it's something I'd be doing anyway, but this way I can make more money because I don't really care about the Telmor hacks. I mean, just this last week and the week before, I've only done, I think, 800 plus so far. They only needed 1 account at the time, but they have other people that can hook me up with if I catch more people. Cool. But I think I'm going to probably increase my rates during Luma weeks, just because Luma week.
That's a lot of pansuns. Am I doing that math right? Did you get 200,000 pansuns for that?
400 multiplied by 250. No.
Oh, I thought you said you did 800. You did 400.
Oh well, yeah. Over the course of 2 of those, no. I mean, it's I owe Dumaga money technically.
Oh, okay.
Still.
So you're paying back. Okay. Well, cool.
So
very cool.
the first 2 were free.
First one's on the house.
Kennedy,
Just to get you hooked on Gaijin.
Kennedy,
Free
what
Temtem.
about yourself?
Well, before we go on to me, I had a question. You asked me about your Mastion midweek. Were you thinking about doing competitive? Because I have it. It's TV trained. It's just waiting in my box.
I mean, I'm thinking about it. I need to pay other people or you to TV train my other Tems too. So, you know.
Oh, I'll TV train for money.
Hey, when's your stream gonna happen? When's your 6 SV training in 4 hours?
I was talking about that today. I don't know when it's going to happen because I really, really need to TV train some of those Tims that I have that I've been waiting to do them all together. But I just don't have like 4 hours to sit down and play Temtem consistently.
Do it in 2 hour sitting. 2 hour sittings then.
Yeah, well, what I was going to do is just TV train half of them, but then I know people will be like, "Oh, you didn't do the thing with the thing and thing and thing."
Like, if you train half of them in 2 hours, and you come back another 2 hours to train the other half, we'll believe you that you did it. So you gotta do 3 in 2 hours and 3 in 2 hours again.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, so for me, what I've been doing this week. I've actually been live streaming Temtem more. Somebody pointed out to me, they noticed my Twitch metrics when I went live on a day, that I have like all this stuff to become a Twitch affiliate. The only problem is I don't stream on Twitch enough to actually
7 days.
Yeah, I stream like once every other week on Twitch. And so I told myself I'm going to start a daily slot in the morning, and I'm going to stream every day on Twitch for at least like 2 hours.
Right on.
And
there you go.
Yeah, and this morning was like, so yesterday I streamed, or not yesterday, Sunday I streamed. Well, yeah, God, wow, time feels like it's flying slow. Sunday I streamed Club Wars. I live streamed Enigma versus Exotic French, and Rarzi from Temporium, or not Rarzi, I'm sorry, Quarter from Temporium came in and hung out with me, and we just kind of like hung out, watched the matches, and we casted them semi-professionally as they were going on, and it was a lot of fun. And then after those games finished, chat convinced me to do some rank games, and I had been holding off on doing rank just because I was on a big win streak and I knew my next loss was going to tank me. And I hadn't did ranked in about 3 weeks, and I got really rusty. I was unfamiliar with my team.
Oh, that's right. I heard about this.
It was pretty bad. So anyways, I went into a game. I was unsure about all of my decisions, and I lost. In my first game, I lost 50 TMR or 54 TMR. It was wild.
Brutal. That's a big drop.
Yeah, and I was like, well, when your worst fears come true, all you can do is just, keep going. And so I kept playing rank. I won a couple. I lost a couple. It was pretty fun.
You ended up dropping like what, 80-ish TMR? 80-ish or something?
Yeah.
You were so close to 1200. You were 8 TMR away from 1200.
Yeah, and then I ended up playing competitive games today when I was live streaming too, and chat convinced me to try out a Nagai's team, and I have read about Nagai's. I've seen other people play Nagai's, but Temtem's really a 10,000 hour type of thing where you can say like, oh, you do this kick like 20 times and you know how to do the kick, but the more you do that kick, like if you spend 5,000 hours doing that same kick, you really start to understand the situations and everything around it. And Temtem's like that, where it's like you can read about a Tem, but really until you play like 20, 30 games with this Temtem, you don't really understand what it's capable of and like what its limits are and what are like the cool ins and out nuanced strategies.
You're getting very philosophical on us here, but which is fine. But we should save that for the listener question. So anything else in your week in Temtem? You did rank matches.
No, okay. So I did.
This is a polite nudge though. Wind it down. Wind it down, Kennedy.
Okay.
Sum it up.
Chat convinced me to use the Nagai's team. Didn't do so well with it, but I won a couple games. Or no, I won a game, which made me happy. And I'll probably be experimenting more with it tomorrow. The reason why I wanted to go last was because I wanted to talk about the Club Wars experience and transition into the community tournament.
Let's do it.
So
Is this the right sound? I think I already played this one. I can't keep track.
we'll go with it.
We'll call that the bumper for today. Community
haven't
events
played
and
this one.
tournaments. You put nothing in the show notes, so obviously there's nothing to
I
talk
didn't.
about. We'll move on to the next section. Here we go.
I'm gonna pull it up from the Divine Dojo Discord though. All right, so the score this week for the clubs: Yup versus Dynasty, and Yup won that match with 5 knockouts to 2 knockouts.
Yup.
Yeah, that's a card club. Paradox Engine went against Ronin this week in Paradox or PDX, as most people know them as. PDX beat Ronin actually 5-1. So with that, officially everybody does have a loss, like a match loss. And then Enigma went against Exotic French, and Exotic French has been on fire. And the games were super duper close. And Enigma won the match, winning 5 knockouts to 3 knockouts on Exotic French's side. One really funny thing that happened during that match, with people trying to galaxy mine their plays, Huron Crane actually timed out a turn and ended up waiting, resting both of his Tims, and he lost that game. Ooh. With 2% HP left on the other Tim on the field as the last Tim, and he lost by 2% because he rested that turn. 2 games later, Exotic French accidentally timed out a round, and they lost that game with like 7% HP. And it's just like the biggest swing of karma in the world. Wow. But it was like every match was pretty much down to the wire of like 1 Tim versus 1 Tim, and one little tiny getting this hold here so you would have this like priority speed advantage here was like the deciding factor of at least 4 out of the 8 matches that were played. And I did not end up watching Plus OP's tournament this week. Friday night, I don't remember what I was doing, but something pulled me away from my
who the winner was? Can you check the bracket?
Not off the top of my head. I'll definitely make sure I go back and talk to Plus this week, and I'll put it in next week's show notes.
Okay, yeah, that works. Okay, well, cool. Let's. Well, really quick question for you, and I mean quick. What do you think I haven't paid a lot of attention to the meta lately. So what is like, who's doing well? Like the top 1 or 2 Temps that we're really seeing these days? Is Mofang still performing well? I know Swally's making appearances.
Mofang's really powerful, but actually right now, what I'd probably say the 3 strongest Tims are Loali, Gulder, and Nagai's.
Really? Interesting.
Yes. Tsubaki-chan has a nearly unstoppable team using Nagai's and Gulder. He's got a bunch of hyper tanks.
Gulder specifically is only the top 3 Tims when used alongside Deceit Aura, I'm guessing.
Well, it's a good bamboozler. It's a strong toxic ink hitter, but what makes it so good is Tsubaki runs a bunch of hyper tanks and then Nagai's and Kinu. And so what happens is if you don't ban the Kinu, all the tanks become like near impossible to deal with. And if you don't ban the Nagai's, then the Gulder and everything. It's Deceit Aura. So it's a really interesting team where I can't get my Nagai's through pick and ban order with the current team I'm running because it just always gets first ban. I've seen Tsubaki-chan play Nagai's like 3 times of getting it through picks and bans where it's just like, ow.
That's impressive. Well, let's go into our main topic today, which it's going to be all listener questions. Today's shows, it's all about you, the listener, because we got 4 listener questions, 4 of them. I love it. I was so exciting. It made my week. So be like these cool 4 listeners and write in your questions to temtalkshow@gmail.com. If you want to write in a normal show for a question for the show, go ahead. But if it's a question, please sending questions ahead of time. I'll say this again for those tuning in live a little bit later now. QAngel is going to be on the show from Crema in 2 weeks. So if you could send in questions that you want us to ask to temtalkshow@gmail and say the questions for QAngel, we will write it down and save it on the list for him. So jumping into our first question It comes from they gave me their in-game name. I'm assuming it's okay to say since I put it right in the question. In-game name is Eversage. Eversage wrote, "Hi Vonlin, big fan of TemTalk show. Keep it up! Exclamation point. Do you see Crema adding some sort of endless dungeon with randomly generated Temtem opponent matchups, possibly with bosses every few levels? Would this be a good endgame mechanic for both casual and hardcore players?" I'll quickly say, no, I don't think they're going to add that. Yes, I do think it would be great, though. I think it'd be really cool, but I don't think we're going to get that.
I mean, they're adding something similar
Yeah.
to an extent. I mean, we're getting the the battle tower type deal. So that's essentially kind of the same thing, except there's not going to be any just wild Temtem encounters or anything like that. It's going to be all just tamers. And they will get increasingly more difficult. I think that there will ultimately be like boss type characters within that. So
I
I
haven't
would
done
say
like Pokemon
kind of.
Battle Tower. Is it like a set number of floors and trainers to get through and then you complete it, or like they're saying in this question like an endless mode? Is Battle Tower's not endless, is it?
Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry.
No, but it is a
forgot about
similar
the endless
feature.
part.
It's a good point.
Well, it's endless in the sense that you can keep going as many times as you can handle. I think maybe there might be limitations. I don't actually know that, but
yeah, Ken, what do you think about this?
I would really, really love to see something like this. Y'all did have a discussion about like 2 or 3 weeks ago about making dungeons interesting in Temtem,
Right,
and
right. We talked
like they
about
don't really have an idea of how to do that.
Or raids
So-
specifically.
Yeah, raids, not dungeons. I'm going to be doing a little Temtem Jeopardy game on my channel as like trivia and just giving out Pansuns.
Okay.
And so I was reading through some of obscure Temtem lore, and there's some weird stuff in the world of Temtem that I would love to see as like a future like endless dungeon. Like apparently in Dennis, there's like this oral tale of it's like what their odyssey is of the Denizen Wars. And there's like this whole lost kingdom that was broken apart from Dennis, like where the Windward Fort was, like the northern fort. There was a southern fortress that is like lost, and there was a king who like wanted power.
So where do you see all this? Where do you get this lore from?
The wiki.
Reading.
Just
yeah. And it like reading it, I would love to see that location as like a dungeon of just like. And apparently, like the whole middle sphere used to be like one giant Earth thing before it was like broken apart. Like all the islands were like connected apparently, and
we had
so
a
like
Pangea situation going on.
Yeah, they broke apart and drifted, to the edges of the middle sphere. So like, there's lots of ideas of what could be like that dungeon. And I would love to see like, maybe drifting island fragments that are procedurally generated that you just like come in. There's a couple tamers there, and who knows?
I think we can all agree it'd be very cool. I just don't think it's a practical feature we're getting, but I think it's a great idea. I think it'd be really fun, and I think it would be good. I think both casual and hardcore players could enjoy that content. Casual players could jump in and just see how far they could get. Hardcore players could do the whole Diablo Rift escalating and just keep pushing their teams to see how far they can get through the endless mode. So
there's something. There's something kind of like this in Guild Wars. There's these like 30 dungeons called fractals that are just little pieces of dungeons, and you can run them on increasing difficulty with like random effects that add to it. And the content around fractals, for the people who really, really like it, isn't if you can clear the fractal, it's how fast you can clear the fractal. Like there are people that take on these mini dungeons and complete them in like 8 minutes or so, just like really, really crazy times with like, and of course all the effects and stuff make the boss fights and things like super hard. But yeah, I would love to see something like this too. Like, just like content that's not if you can clear it, but like how effectively the strategies and stuff come up to clear it, or rather to clear it quickly.
We'll move ahead to our next question here, and I gotta say this question comes from Weiker, is their in-game name, and they immediately destroyed all of their credibility. I just want you guys to know that in advance when we're reading this, that this person has no credibility, does not know what they're talking about, and clearly needs to be committed. You'll all see what I'm talking about when we get to the bottom of the question. Gaijin's laughing because he probably read ahead. So
No, I haven't read anything.
really, you don't know what's coming?
I'm just
Okay.
wondering why this person.
So this
is
person has no
left.
credibility. They're insane. They need to get their head checked.
Are
But
they insulting you for running from Luma?
but well, you'll see. I thank them for the question nonetheless. And it's all good fun. So Weiker says, "Hey guys, I've been keeping up the show by listening to you guys on my way to or from work. I have a 45-minute commute, so I typically get through the first half of an episode in the morning and then finish it on my way home. Great job to all of you. Keep it up." I gotta pause here.
Hold up, right there.
Yeah,
Finish
pause.
it on the way home, and then when you get into the house, because we all know it's not generally that short.
We're gonna
For an hour and a half. We got this.
I'm staring at the clock. We're gonna do an hour 30 minutes tonight. We have 25 minutes left. Okay, we can do it. I believe. We got 3 questions and then turn 30 and we're out of here. All right, we got this, boys. We got it.
Also, Von Len, by the way, guys, it's 12:30, and we're on to our next topic.
Yeah, like Vonlin's hurrying me along.
Okay,
Just like, guys,
we don't have time to point out my faults. You're burning time. You're burning time on the clock. When it's criticizing me, we don't have time for it. No, so really quick, I do want to say I love to hear that someone listens to this on a commute, because 100%. The reason I started doing TemTalk is I love listening to podcasts about games, and I listen to them the same way. On my way to my commute to work, I listen to the first half. On the way home, I listen to the second half. And I listen to enough podcasts that I have enough through each day of the week. And so I was like, I want to do that somewhere in the world. I want to put my own stuff out there and do that for someone. So to have that come full circle and know that someone's doing that with what we do is really, really, I don't know what's the right word. Makes me happy, I guess. So
yeah, that's really cool. I'm super glad. Super glad to hear that. I mean, I'm sure there's multiple people, but it's nice to hear from somebody. Like,
Vonlin,
the whole podcast thing is
don't spoil
super exciting.
I just read through the rest of this. Are you gonna read this on stream?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, wait, now you're making me panic that I missed something, but yeah, we are. So, Vonlin, my tamer of high class and superior taste. So they're buttering me up. So what say you about a casual 6v6 Luma battle sometime with a fan of the show? I'll even bring my Luma 2i for the ride if you bring yours. Don't worry, I won't give your channel any copyright strikes if you want to record and post the video of me wiping the floor with your blank. What's the jabroni candy bleep?
Yeah.
If Vonlin battles me, I would then like to procure or purchase some Luma eggs so I can give 1 egg each to the 3 of you. My only additional request is that you guys take a minute to put the eggs live stream so that as they hatch on the show, so I can watch if a Luma comes out. I'll probably watch it on YouTube since I've only caught you guys live just once. I'll even incubate them to a 2-minute time to hatch, so that it must be easier for you guys. Let me know what you think. Temtem in-game, Weiker. So real quick, challenge accepted.
I like that they used a reference from The Rock. I can totally smell what you're cooking.
I can respect that. Yes, I will. So before I come back to that, this is where they lose all their credibility, and I know they need to be committed. P.S. Gaijin is totally the hottest Temtem streamer. Heart emoji face. Weiker, you had me so... I was loving everything you said through your whole letter. And then you PS that at the end, and I realized that you're insane, and you don't have eyes. You must be blind or something. I don't know. So...
I mean... If they're blind, they're going by voices, and I don't blame them.
We're all reflecting.
They're blind, Vonlin. They can't see that. Plus, you haven't been doing push-ups in how long now?
It's been a hot second. So no, I would love to do a Luma showcase battle with a fan. So yeah, Weiker, hit me up.
Quickly moving away from the Gaijin.
Oh yeah, we can go right over that detail.
Quickly sweeping that under the rug, Weiker. Thank you.
Weiker did say Vonlin, my tamer of high class and superior taste. So I do appreciate that.
Debatable, because you've got a Luma Calibus there, which is arguably one of the ugliest.
Ooh, come on now. Don't be doing my Calibus like that. But yes, I'd love to do a Luma battle. I have the 6 Lumas all trained up. Let me just level them up. But send me an email, hit me up on Discord, and we'll make it happen, and we'll make a video out of it and everything, or maybe even do like. Yeah, you don't do the shows live, so we won't do it during TemTalk, but we'll make a video out of it.
You're going to have to take out all your frustration on them not picking you for sexiest Temtem.
It's gonna be high stakes just for that comment.
I have to ask what it is about you, Vonlin, that projects like yo, let's fight, because I fought you on your stream just for fun because I was going to concede, and then your chat like super trolled you.
Yep, they sure did.
And but Willow actually has a goal, and I don't know if I should be saying that. Her goal is to someday beat you in Temtem.
Yeah, she said that before. She said that.
You could set a higher bar, and she's like, "No, I think I can do that."
No, Willow, I know you can do this. That's a really low bar. You're already you just basically have to fall over to get over that bar.
I think you're good at Temtem botland. I just don't think you ever try.
No,
so it's
not, especially not lately. Now with competitive, I've really stopped. I got into competitive at first, and then I've kind of enjoyed other parts of Temtem more. So that's a fair statement. But I dueled her once, so she wants her revenge. That's why she's picking me. She wants that revenge. I beat her the one time we did duel. So yes, we'll do. I'll happily do a Temtem duel. Our next question is from Chris. Chris didn't say anything to debase himself and show himself as illogic. By the way, just to be fully clear, Weiker, I'm just teasing you. By the way, it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun.
Way to push them away. Do you think degrading them is going to make them think you're sexier?
Well, we're not gonna. No one's gonna write questions.
Who taught you how to talk to people?
No one's gonna write any questions because Bondland's just gonna personally attack them. Chris said this question comes from a place, and this one. Sorry, Chris, I love you.
Can you put the angry picture up real quick and just flip it around?
Oh, for me?
Clearly need to be on the opposite side.
Here we go. Yeah, there it is. I mean, I don't look happy in that picture.
You don't. You clearly just heard that Gaijin is the sexiest.
Yeah, that's my reaction to it. Yeah. No, Chris, I was saying, Chris, thank you for writing in. I appreciate it. I will say I get a little lost in your train of thought in this question, so forewarning to everyone, stick it through with me. We're going to read this. Chris says, this question comes from a place of trying to understand the differences between Pokemon and Temtem battles in regards to what the major factors are in terms of increasing or reducing damage dealt/taken. I personally have felt with my own personal Pokemon experience that in Pokemon, a sweeper for the most part is built to one-shot KO and works well without even needing to up that the stat stages for damage. The same effectiveness can be said for tanking in Pokemon. Build in good defenses, and HP, and it tanks decently well. And this is where Temtem comes in. It feels that in Temtem it's all dumbed down. There's many more nuances in Temtem battling, but looking from a perspective of trying to create the absolute best tanks possible, I have found what feels like that the stat stages feel a lot more important in making a Temp tank capable. More so than just having high defense, special defense, as defenses alone are just not enough to tank. Temtem has showed me that even base stats seem less important in Temtem than in Pokemon. Like I think Kenny said in one of his streams, sorry it was a bit long, but what's your guys' thoughts on this? Thanks and keep up the good work. So like I said, I get a little lost in all that, but they're talking about stat changes in Pokemon versus Temtem. But I'm confused because he says Pokemon dumbs it down, but then says Temtem has more, or Temtem dumbs it down, but then it has more nuances. But what's your guys' take on this? On Chris's question about Pokemon versus Temtem?
I'm not really sure what he means by dumbs it down. I mean, whether it's Pokemon or whether it's Temtem, I mean, I think the ideas are still the same in in deciding how to build a team. I think because obviously survivability is the most important part, and being able to determine a good ratio between survivability and power, damage output, is really the ultimate goal when it comes to competitive, because the longer something can survive, being able to put out damage are both equally important.
What I think Chris is saying is that he doesn't feel that the Temtem's base stats and TV stats matter for sweepers or tanks. All that matters is you do stat changes and you up defense and special defense. So
gotcha,
I think
so
that's what I think he's saying is there's more nuance to building a Pokemon team, and Temtem it doesn't matter what your stats are, just stat change up.
But okay, yeah. So putting in like Kinu or something with the benefactor or protector or whatever.
Right. So
I'll let Kennedy go though, because Kennedy.
Yeah, I was going to say this is a Kennedy question.
I had a really interesting and similar conversation with a listener of the show earlier this week, Talakai.
Talakai.
Yeah, shout out.
Love Talakai.
Oh, yeah, I just want to say shout out to Talakai. But we were talking about a very similar subject. And and I'm trying to recall all of the information, but the general question, he came to me with a question very similar, which was he
Oh, this
wanted to know about
sounds like such a
making a
long
piranha.
Kennedy rabbit
Go
hole
ahead.
coming up. I'm just saying this just
No,
sounds
no,
like a.
I was recalling it.
You
I was
started
recalling.
with.
He wanted
Let
to
me
know.
think. What did he say? What was that conversation? I think the conversation was, I'm like, answer this person's question, not Talakai's question.
Okay. So the question was making a piranha tanky, and this question is about like the effectiveness of tanks. So onto this, the effectiveness of tanks in Temtem, it's less important of the base stats because TVs do add so much to the game, but you're still looking for tanks that have the ability to tank in the movesets that they offer. You still need things that can use Stonewall, things that can use Bark Shield are going to make your whole entire team tanky. And then there's things with really good typing that's just going to give you the ability to take either neutral or ineffective damage, things that can cover their weaknesses. And those go into your selection of building a tank more so than looking at a Temtem's base defenses as far as like, can this Temtem tank? Because with the stamina system, the thing isn't mitigating as much damage as possible. The thing is mitigating breakpoints, and if you can get to certain breakpoints, you can sometimes out heal and out survive things that are dealing crazy amounts of damage to you. But a Cernith can only water cutting lilies so many times, even with Sweatband, and you only need to live so many of them to be able to then revitalize yourself or get more protector buffs off or get more stone walls off, at which point then you're effectively cutting that damage in half. So I will say base stats are less important, and I kind of sidetrack myself. Base stats are less important, but I feel like there's still nuance in building a team and understanding how to create a tank in Temtem because it's different. And the reason why I brought up Talakai's conversation, now I am remembering.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Defense and special defense are really, really good TV stats as far as the effectiveness you get from them and mitigating damage you take from defensive or from physical and special moves. Mm-hmm. The problem with them is anytime you put points in them, you're only ever getting half the value because very few Tems attack both physically and specially. So only one of the stats is going to ever be used at a time. Additionally, there are other things like poison ticks, burn ticks, and dim mock that either do percentage damage or flat damage that ignore defenses, which makes investing in defense and special defense and at some points HP less effective as a tanking strategy. And what becomes a more effective tanking strategy is pivot swapping to effective tanks for effective moves. Swapping in a Calibus to take, like a big move that Calibus can eat really well, like a water move, taking no damage and then swapping to the next.
They're talking about specifically Pokemon versus Temtem. Pokemon kind of has that exact same concept, though, right?
By the way, pivot swap.
Do you know you have that Arcanox behind you has got 50 SVs? I just want to point that out before you release that. Don't.
Oh, I'm releasing it. I've got a bajillion of these. Do you want it? I'll save it for you.
I thought you were gonna save it for breeding. No, I just wanted to point it out. So I didn't mean to distract you, but I've been seeing it for like 10 minutes. I was like, I gotta make sure to tell him that he's got a perfect time. No, I think that sums it up well. I mean, if you have anything else closing, that's great. Otherwise, we'll go to the Eduardo's question. Let's do any final comments on that.
I'll say currently sweepers and Pokemon are dumb. Sweepers and Pokemon, it's turn one, throw a support out with them, and in a 2v2, you throw a support with them, you Dynamax on turn one, and then you just start hitting, max, like either Starfall or Max Wave or whatever.
Pokemon more 1v1 or 2v2?
What's the tournaments that have money that are sponsored by VGC are 2v2.
Okay, so they're competitive team.
On ladder you can play 2v2 or you can play
the actual
1v1.
Competitive scene is similar, but okay, cool. Well, let's go to our last question from Eduardo. Eduardo says, "Hey guys, first I'd like to thank you guys for this awesome podcast. You guys rock. Eduardo, you rock for listening. You're welcome. Thank you for listening, writing in. To contextualize my question, I'd like to first bring up that QAngel has put a fixed message on the official Discord #Temtem channel. On the message, there is a link to a downloadable game file improving Temtem startup speed. By the way, Eduardo wrote a problem I had no idea existed. I'm very privileged to not having known about this, but it sounds pretty challenging for those that have to deal with it. He said this is wonderful for someone that, like me, doesn't have a solid state drive. Before replacing the file, it used to take 7+ minutes to start up the game, and my PC was basically unusable during that period. Now the time is reduced to 2 to 3 minutes. And now, so just pausing there. I had no idea that some people took so long to launch Temtem. I have a very, we've talked about our builds before.
I have heard this before, honestly. A couple people that have been into my channel, I've heard them talk about this, but
yeah,
it's
not
too bad. Like, I don't know. I haven't heard it a lot, but it's definitely something I've heard. 7
minutes, that would be painful to wait through. But if you got the older machine, I mean, everyone's got different machines and builds. I get it. That would be tough. So anyways, they go on to say, and now here comes my question. Knowing that the game can plummet some players' PC's performance, how high do you think Crema should prioritize fixing this issue? Personally, I'd like to get the whole story as fast as possible, but on the other hand, I can't see them publishing the game with such inconveniences. Thanks for the attention and for the podcast, Eduardo. P.S. If this makes the live easier, I pasted the message below and attached a print screen. So yeah, QAngel, if you're someone that has this problem, go search for QAngel's message from August 13th, and there's a link and instructions how you can download this fix. So if you're someone that has slow startups, go check that out. Or write into the show, and I'll send you the link manually, even if you just want to write in, I'll send it out back to you. But to answer that question, I think it will be a priority for them. I don't think it's a priority for them right now, but I think before, optimization is always important during early access.
It's going to have to be. Mm-hmm. It's going to have to be with this launching. Oh, actually, it's not launching on the PS4 or the the Xbox One. So know, it's launching on next gen, which has NVMe storage, PCIe 4. So that's not going to be a problem because they have NVMe storage. So never mind. I was going to say it's going to have to be because it's launching on PS4 and Xbox, which do have regular hard drives. But they have actually finally stepped up and switched to not using.
I think they'll still want to optimize before full PC
launch.
Oh,
for sure, for sure. It's definitely gonna be something they have to address, hands down. I'm sure it will be fixed before.
Me not knowing much about coding, and we're now. This is the point of the podcast where we're pretending we know what we're talking about coding. I would imagine that you want to finish the full game before you optimize all of the coding performance. Otherwise, you just have to keep redoing it. So I think they will fully release all of the content, and between the Kipana being released in tentatively the spring and the summer release of the game in summer, that's their tweaking of optimization.
What did you just say?
Sipunku, sorry, Sipunku.
Okay. It's definitely not Kipina.
Yeah, sorry, Sipunku. But
you can call it whatever you want.
So I think to answer the question, Eduardo, I think they're going to get all the content out and released in early access and testing, and then once they have it all out, they'll optimize and tweak before full launch 1.0. What do you guys think? Anything to add to Eduardo's question?
Yeah, I can definitely understand why this would be super frustrating. Obviously, you don't you don't want to wait 7+ minutes just to play a game. Like when you click on it, it should start up. I mean, and obviously the difference between solid states, NVMe's, and regular original or whatever hard drives, there's definitely huge loading times, because with a regular hard drive, you're looking at like 150 megabytes per second or something. And with NVMe drives, you're looking at like 3,000 megabytes per second. But so it's to be expected to take longer on a regular hard drive, but 7 minutes
that's brutal.
Insane.
Well, you gotta imagine with that kind of performance too, like it eliminates the option to run 2 accounts. They can't run an alt. There's no way they could run 2 instances of that.
Well, they can. It just takes 7 minutes to launch each copy.
Do you think that once the game's launched, they want to have running 2 instances? I feel like if they're having that kind of performance launching it, just running 2 would be tough.
It's all hard drive.
You think it's just the hard drive?
Launching the game itself is fine, but
okay,
hard.
Well, I feel for you, Eduardo. I'm glad that QAngel's fixed. It tripled the time you launched the game. I'm sorry it still takes 2 to 3 minutes, but hey, you know what? Launch the game, go make a drink, grab a snack, come back, play some Temtem. You'll be ready. So that does it for our listener questions. TemTalkshow@gmail.com. Send us your own questions or send some questions for QAngel in 2 weeks. I'd really prefer those, actually, at this point. Send a lot of those in. So we're doing great on timing. We have exactly 5 minutes left for plugs and turn 30. So 30 seconds each. Where can we find more of you fine gentlemen on the interwebs? Let's go. I can't remember who I threw to first. Yeah, Kennedy, go ahead. 30 seconds or less. We're going to find more of you.
All right, 30 seconds. Boom. Follow me on Twitter. I tweet out everything that I am doing. I make D&D content on YouTube. The links for which are in the channel if you scroll down. And my YouTube is Pres B Kennedy, PresBkennedy. I will be streaming every single morning for this week.
Wow.
Pacific Standard Time, 8 a.m. to 10 o'clock or 12 o'clock, depending on when I have to work. But yeah, catch me on Twitch, catch me on YouTube, catch me on Twitter. Twitter's the easiest way to keep up with me.
Cool. Very cool. Gaijin?
I think most people know already because my name. It's Gaijin Boo. It's relatively easy. I'm on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and that's it. I don't have Facebook or anything like that, but I am GaijinBuu in all of those places. So you can find me there. Also, if you're thinking about going to twitch.tv/Vonline, just go to /it's Gaijinboo instead.
That's perfect. You do half my plug for me, so I don't even have to even talk about Twitch. Yeah, that's right. You could see me running away from Lumos. Hopefully not again, though, at twitch.tv/Vonline. It'll probably happen
it's
again.
Definitely going to happen again because got to get them Twitch views.
God.
Hey guys, look at this sweet clip where I accidentally run away from another Luma.
I would much rather have the Luma. Check out the show, the video format, youtube.com/c/TemTalk. As one of our writers wrote in, you can listen to us on a mobile device, on the go, on the commute, at the gym, on a walk. Any podcast platform, search TemTalk, you'll find us. If you don't, send me an email and I'll make sure we get on that platform so you can get us through your preferred app. And don't be afraid to hit subscribe on YouTube or write an iTunes review. All right, Kennedy. Sir, you promised. Do you have your turn 30 ready?
I got the turn 30.
Something outside of the world of Temtem for the last couple minutes of the show. What do you got for us, sir?
Outside the world of Temtem.
Do you want it gay or do you want it gay or do you want it gay?
Gay, I guess.
All right. So anybody who knows me, I am a non-binary person. I consume queer media like crazy because I love finding characters that are just not the characters that we've typically seen for years and years and years and years. And I have really gotten into just finding as many weird eclectic animes as I could. And I found a anime called Bloom Into You. And oh my gosh, I watched all of it this past week. It is a queer love story of two girls kind of like starting to understand each other and a will they won't they romance. And I have so many thoughts and I have so many feelings about it that it actually drove me to sit down and categorize how I view storytelling and narrative structure. And if you guys are ready for this, I have Kennedy's element.
Know if I'm ready.
Yeah, I have Kennedy's element what makes a good story. So, the 7 things that every story needs.
We have 60 seconds left to hit an hour 30.
I got this, okay?
We got 60 seconds.
Number 1, characters. Number 2, setting. Number 3, plot. Number 4, the presentation of it. That's like the illustrations, etc. Number 5, themes. Number 6, the introduction of the show. And number 7, how it ends. Based on all of these factors, if I was just going off of the ending, Bloom Into You is the worst anime I've ever seen. Ooh. But giving it a fair rating and going through every single one of these things, because I had to be non-biased, it actually came out at a 5 out of 10 because I just could not decide if this was amazing art or if it was the worst art I've ever seen. So I had to go back and break down each element of it. With that, I'll open the floor to discussion. If you guys have ever encountered any art that has made you really critically think of just like, am I too dumb to get this, or is it just that much of a masterpiece?
Well, let's dive into that in the post show because we hit an hour 30 on the dot right now. So post show discussion. We'll go into that. All right, sound good?
Yeah, I'm down with it.
All right. That's gonna do it for us this week then.
If you guys want to find out our opinions on this topic, feel free to stop by twitch.tv/temporiumgg.
That's right.
And watch the live VOD.
Every Monday, and you can watch it live if you don't watch this live. Every Monday at what time do we do this at? 8:30 p.m. Central. All right, goodbye everyone. Thank you.